Hi, it's Kerry. I've got some of my favourite wild animals and sea animals here. I'm going to put on some really relaxing music while I talk about the animals. Just relax and enjoy. Megalodon is a prehistoric monster shark that first appeared about 20 million years ago. It is the largest prehistoric shark to have ever existed and one of the most powerful predators on Earth. Its teeth grew up to 7 inches or 16 centimeters in length. The humpback whale. They were nearly hunted to extinction. They were hunted for their fur, flesh and meat. There are around 2,500 humpback whales surviving today. They are a protected, endangered marine species. Humpback whales are not predatory as they filter feed for tiny krill or small surface fish. They are totally harmless to people. The blue whale. They feed on tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. During certain times of the year, a single adult blue whale can consume about 4 tons of krill a day. That's about as much as an African elephant. The sea lion. They are found in extremely large colonies. For their protection, they will stay very close together, both on land and in the water. Sea lions really only have 2 predators, killer whales and sharks. The manatee. They are occasionally called sea cows as they are slow plant eaters, peaceful and similar to cows on land. They often graze on water plants in tropical seas. The manatee is quite large, growing up to 4 meters or 13 feet in length. They have paddle-like flippers. Dunkleosteus was powerfully built and armor-plated around its head. It was streamlined and shark-like. Dunkleosteus lacked true teeth, instead had 2 long bony plates that could snap and crush almost anything. Pigment cells suggest Dunkleosteus had dark colours on its back and was silvery on its belly. Its skull was over 2 feet or 60 centimeters long and it had a jointed neck. It was an apex predator and ate fish, sharks and even its own kind. The golden line tamarin. It's a rare tamarin with a golden coat and an erect mane, found only in Brazil. The extra long hairs around the face and ears give it a distinctive mane. Its face is dark and hairless. It is believed that the tamarin gets its hair colour from sunlight and carotenoids in its food. And this is my new little one. I've actually painted this with some gold paint because it was a very dull dark brown. You can sort of see some of the original colour on its tummy there. Such a cute model, and its tail is as long as the body, if not longer. Can you tell me what colour eyes the white tiger has? The bowhead whale. It has a 1.5 foot thick or 45 centimeter thick layer of blubber that protects it from the freezing cold Arctic waters. There are 2 blowholes there that you can see on top of the head. The lemon shark has a flattened head and a broad snout with curved teeth. These teeth can grip slippery prey well. Like other sharks, lemon sharks have electroreceptors in their head to help locate prey. The white tiger. I love those blue eyes. A white tiger's pale coloration is due to the lack of the red and yellow pigments that normally produce the orange colour. They are usually smaller in size to other tigers. White tigers used to live in dense jungle, mangroves and swamps, although many more are held in captivity today. The stripes of the tiger's fur are a pigmentation of the skin, which means if you shave the fur off, you would still see the stripe pattern on the skin. That would be amazing. I wouldn't like to shave a tiger though. This is a white-tailed deer. It's a buck, the male of the species. It's a medium-sized deer, native to the United States, Canada, Mexico, Central America, and Southern America. It's also been introduced to New Zealand and other places around the world. The great white shark. This is my jaw shark from Funko. Some shark species, like the great white shark, attack and surprise their prey, usually seals and sea lions from below. The great white shark is an apex predator at the top of their marine food chain. They regulate the populations of the species below them. The goblin shark has a long extendable jaw with long thin teeth. The shape of its body shows that the goblin shark is a slow-moving species of shark. They are a pinkish white colour with bluish fins. Blue whales live in all the world's oceans, in small groups, alone or in pairs. They often spend summers feeding in polar waters and undertake lengthy migrations towards the equator as winter arrives. Their skin is a mottled blue-grey colour. They have a broad, flat head and a long tapered body that ends in wide, triangular tail fins. The grey whale has a dark slate grey colour and is covered by characteristic grey-white patterns, which are scars left by parasites, which drop off in cold feeding grounds. These could be barnacles or other similar parasites. Its name comes from the grey patches and white mottling on its dark skin. It lacks a dorsal fin and has instead 6 to 12 dorsal crenulations, which are raised bumps leading to the flukes. This is known as the dorsal ridge. The tail itself is 10 to 11 feet across, which is nearly 3.5 meters. The zebra. When the foals are born, their stripes appear brown and white at birth. It learns to identify with its mother by sight, smell and sound during the first 2 days of life. Young zebras are particularly vulnerable to predators, so the ability to be able to run shortly after birth is important to its survival. The lion. Lions, like all cats, do not chew their food but swallow it in chunks. They also use only one side of their mouth at a time. This trait is also common to all cats and is caused by the inability of the jaw to move side to side. The tongue is covered with rough spines called papillae. This helps the lion scrape meat off the bones. The sidewinder snake. It gets its name from the way it moves. It moves in a sideways motion. Really nice patterns here on the front. Red, black, and the yellow eyes look quite good too. The leopard shark. They can grow to about 5 feet in length, which is about 1.5 meters. They are easily identified by distinctive dark spots and saddle-type markings. A pink lobster with 10 legs. I really enjoy reading and replying to your comments. Please keep them coming. The sea turtle. They are found in all warm and temperate waters throughout the world and migrate hundreds of miles between nesting and feeding grounds. They like to eat jellyfish, seaweed, crabs, shrimp, sponges, snails, algae and mollusks. Turtles are reptiles and have a hard, protective, bony shell. The armadillo. They are the only mammals whose body is covered with a hard shell. They mostly live in South America and only one armadillo species lives in North America. They inhabit grasslands, rainforests and in semi-arid areas. The shortfin Mako shark. It is able to leap out of the water when hunting and also able to keep its body temperature at a higher level than the surrounding water. The dolphin. They use a blowhole on the top of their heads to breathe. They communicate with each other by clicking, whistling, and other sounds. They like to live in schools or pods up to 12 individuals. The Excalibursaurus was a medium to large size marine ichthyosaur from early Jurassic England. It gets its name from its long sword-like nose. It may have used its long snout to stir up or spear fish. The white lion. Its white fur is caused by a genetic peculiarity due to a recessive gene that affects the animal's fur or a bird's feathers. Instead of being coloured, the furs or feathers are only white. It's called leucism or leucism. Dory the blue tang. They are often found on reefs swimming in large schools grazing on algae. A green and blue striped tiger shark. The blue spotted stingray. They are very dangerous and their colours are a warning to other sea creatures. The yellowish green colour helps camouflage it from above and its pale underside helps camouflage it from below. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. They're easily identified by their sleek body and unique black spots on gold or yellow coats. The cheetah's spotted fur helps camouflage it in the grass so it can ambush prey. The cheetah is well built for speed with its finely tuned, powerful, sleek body. And look at this one running. It's a great looking model. They like to hunt at dawn and dusk by stalking, catching and killing their prey. Their main diet would include smaller animals such as hares, warthogs, young wildebeest, gazelles and birds. They are able to outrun their prey on the open grasslands. The Black Panther actually refers to 3 different types of black big cats and includes leopards, jaguars and cougars. Black panthers are great swimmers and climb trees with ease, often pouncing on prey from a tree. Its dark coat helps to hide it so it can stalk and attack prey at night. The tiger. They like to live in swamps, grasslands and rainforests. A tiger's habitat would include trees, bushes and clumps of tall grass for hiding in, ready to pounce on unsuspecting prey. They are solo hunters at night time. They quietly stalk their prey until they're close enough to pounce. They enjoy the water and are very good swimmers. Townsend's big-eared bats are a medium-sized bat with very long ears. They measure between 3 and 4 centimeters or 1.2 to 1.5 inches. When they are laid back, they extend to the middle of its body. The face has 2 large glandular lumps on either side of the nose. The pink reef squid. Some species are able to propel themselves out of the water. They expel the water in their mantle as a type of propulsion to get airborne. Like other cephalopods, it has a strong beak which it uses to cut prey into pieces. The lion, one of my really old ones. When a lion smells something interesting, it will wrinkle up its nose, retract its lips and clench its teeth, pulling a somewhat pained expression. The Appaloosa horse by Papo. The Appaloosa horse is known for its spotted patterning. Now have a look at the horseshoes. They've actually painted them silver. These spotted horses arrived in America with the Spaniards in the 16th century, and they eventually reached Northern America. The puma is also known as the cougar, mountain lion and panther. It is powerfully built and extremely agile. Pumas are most active at dawn and dusk. The jaguar. They enjoy the water and are quite good swimmers and can catch fish, turtles or caimans by stalking them and then leaping into the water. They are quite clever and can climb trees to ambush larger prey as well. Jaguars live in dense rainforest and forests. Jaguars are the largest of South America's big cats and the third largest big cat in the world. Thank you for watching my video. Please share my videos with your friends. See you again soon.